All right, we are live. Josh, how you doing, my man?
Doing good this Friday evening. Doing well. How are
Good,
you?
good, good. Good, man. It looks like everyone is relaxed, ready to go post-election, right? Like no matter what, people seem more relaxed, ready to do business, which I love. So,
Nice.
what about you? What are you seeing out there in the world? How's the vibe, the feel of in the
Uh,
business world?
it's hard to say for me. I've been tucked away in my cave, so
Yeah.
I haven't seen much going on. I haven't been out and been head down working on projects. So been silent for me.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So in this one, I want to talk about the importance of retargeting, with the audience, just because I feel that when everyone starts to market, everyone wants to go after cold leads, cold audiences, right? Everyone, I want new leads, cold audiences and things like that. So I want to talk about retargeting because a lot of people don't, even us sometimes, like me, I underestimate the cost efficiency, the cost effectiveness of retargeting a warm audience, right, on social media. And there's a couple ways to retarget on social media. I don't know if people know this, but on social media, specifically with Facebook, Instagram, even LinkedIn, and also Google, if anyone has watched a video for more than 3 seconds, 10 seconds, 25% of the video, 50% of the video, you can retarget those people, right, to then watch another video, right? If someone clicked a like on your Instagram page, if someone clicked um, hearted anything, if they commented, without even knowing them, you can retarget them to see something else. Specifically, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google ads are the most expensive right now because the Amazons of the world, the Walmarts of the world, all these the Fashion Novas of the world, they're putting out money into ads right now. So if you as a business are out there trying to do ads, you might want to think about starting off with the retargeting audience, right? What's retargeting? People that have visited your website, right? So if you're on Facebook, there's a Facebook pixel that you can embed into your website. Google has the same pixel. LinkedIn has the same pixel. And essentially what a pixel is a piece of code that goes in the back of your website, right? And you can track everyone who's coming to it, right? So that way, right, your marketing dollars can go way further with with an audience that's already known of you, right? So the Black Fridays, the specials, this should be targeted to your retargeting audience because it's going to be much cheaper to convert someone, right? Now, everyone's saying, well, Shannon, I'm a new business. I don't have website traffic. I don't have engagement. I don't have video views. I'm going to tell you right now, your goal is to get those things first because it's going to be cheaper to get those things first than to get a cold person to buy something that they don't know you, they never heard of you. And I would say while everyone's doing their shopping, start putting out ads just to get exposure so that way people have it in their head. Maybe that's something I can buy for a loved one when I'm doing my shopping. Because I think you either have the late shoppers or the ones that have already bought, right? And then you have the middle people who are shopping for Black Friday, right? They're waiting for Black Friday. So this is the time, if you're going to do any cold lead generation, to market for video views, engagement, going to a website, because it's going to be the cheapest thing to do, right? And then retargeting people to then see an offer, right? And it's obviously the cheapest retargeting form is your email list, right? Your
Mm.
email list, a lot of people underestimate. Hey, I just got off the phone with a friend who has a e-commerce store, right? And they're like, hey, I needed some technical help with getting this thing approved. And I was giving them advice and they said, well, I was like, well, what's your email list looking like? They're like, oh, 200-300. I'm like, are you doing anything with that? No. I'm like, that's the low hanging fruit of the people
Right.
that know you. And here's another one: your Facebook friends, your Instagram followers, right? Everyone has a following, everyone, right? Unless you're not on social media altogether, right? That's a different story. Even then, you have a phone contact list that you can go to,
Mm.
right? So Everyone can start off with their sphere of influence, right? That's it, at the lowest level, right? Everyone has a sphere of influence, right? At the lowest level. At the highest level, right? If you're a bigger company or more established company, right? Do you have the infrastructure in place to retarget people? And at the very minimum, it's getting the retargeting pixels in place. And if you don't have that, please reach out to us and we'll do it for you, right? It's a very easy thing. You just copy and paste a code, right? And Facebook will allow you can go on Facebook and say, hey, I want to create an audience of anyone who's ever clicked like, comment, viewed anything on my page in the last year. So guess what? All that engagement that you've been getting the whole year, now you can retarget them with something. So I would say start off with that. And again, if you're a new business and you're like, look, Shannon, I don't have a website, my website's barely up. I just, did a refresh on my social media. Then if you're going to do any cold marketing, optimize, meaning that the goal of this campaign is not to convert anyone. And think of it this way. If you're going to a networking event, you ever see that guy that just hands out his business card and says, hey, if you need me, here's my card. If you need me, here's my card. You're not building relationships with those cold people asking for something right away, right? Put out a piece of content, just giving value. So put out a piece of content that just gets people to watch for more than 3 seconds. If you can put out a piece of content to get people to stay, that means that, hey, I'm onto something. And then now that I'm, and it's going to be cheaper, right? We're doing an ad right now, $7 to $10 a day, right? And we're getting at least 100 people reviewing it, right? That's cheap. You're not going to get that anywhere. So if you're doing any marketing right now and you don't have a retargeting audience, you don't have an email list of over 100 people, you don't have a website that's generating traffic, you don't have a social media page that's gaining engagement, then put those dollars into the cheapest thing, which is awareness and video views. Because what it's going to do, it's going to tell you if you have content that's interesting enough for your audience to even care about. Because I'd hate for you to do an ad, right, expecting to get some results, and you haven't even passed the first test, which is, do I know what my audience cares about? Right?
Right.
So just to recap here, I know I threw so much into this. Number one, if you're an established business and you're starting off in advertising, right, especially this time of year, start off with your email list, start off with your current customers, then go to your website traffic. So if you have Google Analytics, if you have Facebook Pixel, remember that Facebook Pixel, all of them are basically called pixels, LinkedIn Pixel, Google Pixel, right? They need to be embedded in your website today, right? Number three, everyone who's engaged with your social media, right? Now, if that's for an established business. If you're not an established business, start putting out content and creative. And the goal of this content is to get engagement. Can I get someone to comment or like, right, or watch a video? Because I'm going to tell you this right now. If you can't get someone to watch something for more than 3 seconds, comment on something, like anything, you're not going to be able to get them to buy. I'm sorry, right? That's what we've figured out, right? If I can't get them to even click like, which is a free action, I'm not going to be able to get them to buy. If I can't get them to, right, create a raffle, create some kind of raffle. Hey, comment below, right, and tag 3 people, do this or that for a raffle, right? See if you can get some engagement. Create a video ad of a testimonial, or create a video with your product in someone's hands and see if you can get someone to watch that video for more than 3 seconds. If you can, that means that, hey, I got something here. How can I put more money into expanding that? But if you can't, I'd hate for people to start off in the marketing game right now asking for something, get discouraged, and not even know where to go next. So I'm telling you right now, start off with the people that know you, the people that have visited you, right? And if you can get them to take an action, which, hey, let's say we have this Christmas sale, do it first with your email list, with your website traffic, and with your current fans. If they bite, then move it over to the cold audience. If you're a new business and you're starting to market now, if you're a new business, right, what you should be doing is starting to create a post or create a video and you can boost it, right? Put some money behind it, but you're watching to see if people actually watch the video for more than 3 seconds, or if you do a post, did they engage, right? And if they haven't engaged yet, don't put no more money behind it, right? And that's where you're, and I want to get you guys prepared for next year, right? The whole goal, especially if you're in e-commerce, right, is to build up enough brand so that way when the holiday seasons come, which I hear is over 50% of sales, I think it was 50 or 70% of sales for e-commerce and retail is done during these times. You're getting ready for that, right? If you're a service-based business, I would actually flip it. This is your time to give value and start the retargeting process, especially for tax time, because that's when people are going to be using tax services, attorney services, dental services, right? When that tax time comes, right, that's the big the big time for service-based businesses. So if you're a service-based business, this is a great time to start giving out value content with videos and posts, because then you're going to use all that retargeting, right, on tax season. So
Yeah.
that's our tip for this week.
Nice, nice. You summed it up well. The only thing I want to add to that is
Please.
you reminded me of a quote I just read in the book, that when people are trying to market, it's important to turn strangers into friends and then friends into clients. And so I think
Exactly.
if somebody uses the right retargeting strategy, it will warm people up, those strangers, so that they can bring them down the pipeline. So couldn't have said it of better myself than what you did. So thanks, Shannon, for sharing that. Hopefully we someone got some value from that. And again, as Shannon mentioned, if anyone has any questions or needs instructions on how to properly retarget their campaign, please reach out to us or comment in the message below, or however we say it. It's Friday night, man, and I'm pretty tired. I'm pretty
Yeah.
tired today.
Yeah, no, dude, you've been
Yeah.
working hard, dude. I know you've been working hard. So let's take a break. I'm actually gonna take a break too. I'm gonna go out with some family, and then
Nice.
tomorrow get back at it. So
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. But good tip for the day. Hope everyone has a good weekend, and we will catch up with you guys next week.
all right, bye bye.